Why can't I move? Get your jersey and everything, right? You got to run with their offensive logo, man.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And after 2 consecutive seasons where he played in just 12 games combined, they're hoping that this is a year where Watson finally shows that he was worthy of that massive contract they received back in 2022. Not that long ago, we were talking about him as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And if he gets back on track, this team can make some serious noise as the year unfolds.
They will start this drive with Ford. Oh, twisting away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, they turn to Ford. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And they'll get him down down as he's inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 7. Watson off play action, rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Personal foul, unnecessary run.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? That's caught left side by Judy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he played in 6 games. And 5 over that span with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the option. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jones, escaping the pressure right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go right back to Singletary. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Singletary. They'll run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the end zone, Watson flushed out right. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Big strides, look at him go. Now look out to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 98 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, 73 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and a couple. This is Ford. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their... First and 10. Handoff on the option to Singletary. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the interception, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
They run with Ford. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. On the ground, it's Ford. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, it's Ford. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a give, right side. Ford. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. 20! And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. Singletary. They run here with Singletary. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the 1st half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got the connection to Moore. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Ford, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he is finally stopped. Boy, he almost made it, but not quite. Down around the 5-yard line. What a return. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Singletary again, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap for Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones now throwing to start the drive. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Singletary trying the left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Again, it'll be Singletary. Wiggles free. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
What's good, Chad? What y'all think about it? Y'all think Madden needs fights in it? Y'all think we need to be able to throw punches or what?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I think this year's Madden is pretty decent compared to the last 4 or 5 years.
They've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull
But it took a little bit of time warming up. Like, I didn't like it when it first came out because I wasn't used to it. It's more physics-based, less just animations. I got used to the animations. This year it's less animations, more physics. I like it. Momentum matters. All types of different factors matter than just what animation you click into.
First down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jones throwing on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Well, following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's into the clear. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Joseph is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From the end zone, it's Strong. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's 4th, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Up the middle they go. Ford
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a handoff up the middle. It's fourth. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here comes third down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Singletary again, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.